Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is day 29. Y'all, it's the day before the last day. Day 29 of Best of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is today's sketch. It is by Allison Davis. It is a 2-pager. Last time this bubbled up, which was series 9, day 8, I believe I did the left side. So I'm going to do the right side. I'm going to challenge myself a little bit on this right-hand side here. And the reason it's a bit of a challenge is because it has these tiny little photos, and it's at a bit of an angle here. So I got to think about that. It has two 6x4 photos with a 2x2 photo. Let me show you real quick what I got going on here. So from a photo perspective, what I decided to do is I did use my selfie to print out. This is me and my mama at the scrapbook convention, and I made little pictures that I'm going to put at the angle here. And then this is me and her. And what I think I'm going to do here, I've got this collection. I've never opened it. It's a Echo Park Lori Whitlock I'd Rather Be Crafting. It's from 2017, so it's a little bit old, and I've never opened it, y'all. How sad. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's kind of got this color palette. Now I'm tricking myself just a bit. I think we're okay, but because I have this black font here, and I think what I'm going to do, since this was kind of my birthday present to myself, I'm going to call this like Celebrate and Create, I think is what I want to do. And I have this little ampersand here that I'll put in between. And then I had actually done a layout not too long ago where I cut all these little frames out of another crafting collection, and they do match, right? So I think I'm going to use these on the little angles. I got to figure this out, but I think I'm going to do it, kind of like this on the paper, at an angle. So that's my thing, because I have these already, right? So why not use them? So that's what I'm going to work on. Let me trim up my pictures and get I haven't even picked out my papers, y'all. I still got to do that. I'll do that, and then I'll come back on soon. Talk soon. Okay, y'all, really quick check-in, because I don't think this is going to take long at all now that I've found myself a wonderful solution. So I found this stripe in the collection here, and technically it's going this direction. But if I go this direction, let me see here just a second. I can they're going to come down a little bit way angly, but is that too angly? It's supposed to kind of go like this, y'all. But I don't think I can make it work any other kind of way. So I may do it like this and just let them be at an angle. Why not? You know what? Just why the heck not? I think I might do that. Now it looks a little funky because it's way crooked, but I'm going to do it anyway because this is a good little guide. I think I'm going to do that. Anyways, I wanted to show you that. And I think this is going to be my left-hand side. Although what I'm kind of thinking here is I'm going to bring this in a little bit, and then I'm going to use these over here because I only have one 4x6, and the sketch technically calls for 3 sections, or technically 2 4x6 photos, and I'm going to use one of these as like a little journaling card, is what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll use this because then I can kind of write our deal, and then we can be up here, and then the title can be in the middle. That's what I'm kind of thinking. All right, let me get started.
All right, gang. So what I've done so far is I have trimmed up the striped paper and laid it on the right-hand side there. I have not glued it down yet because I'm going to actually glue all these little pieces down next. And what I did do also is I trimmed my little photos up, and I've got those on there. And then I've kind of got those little like Polaroid looking deals. And I've just organized everything to be a little bit, it's not really random in the sense like it's random, but it's not random. So it's random in the sense like it's got, a variety of colors, and it's got a variety of little patterns and things like that. But it's also orderly in the sense that it's, along the lines of that stripe. And now granted, this is, as I mentioned in the intro there, it is much more angled than the actual sketch called for, but I really like how this turned out. I'm pleased because I'm pretty darn certain had I tried to actually create my own angles, it would have turned out like a hot mess, y'all. So I'm actually really pleased with this. And in the end, it turns out really cute. It is a pretty quick layout though, because I did follow this little stripe, and I did use those pre-cut little Polaroid deals. And I used that little journaling card down there. This moved really fast. I do add, some additional stickers and things like that, but it's not, because there is so much going on with these little pieces here, not tons of embellishment happens. So that's okay. So this is my mama and me. I think I mentioned we went to scrapbook convention a few weeks back. I don't know at this point. I think it's been about 3 weeks now. And honestly, I think I mentioned this too. These are not the most flattering pictures, but I honestly just don't care. It's me and my mama, and I'm really blessed to have her. And I'm just, honestly, we're having the best of time. The older I get, I guess the more you appreciate your mama. I don't know. But anyways, so we went to the convention, and she's so stinking cute. The pictures in the little angled part over there is when she's in the Paper Wizard booth. And this is not sponsored by Paper Wizard, but my mama loves her Paper Wizard. She loves getting those little laser cut deals. If you've never seen it, go online, paperwizard.com, I think is what it is. But they always have a big old booth at the convention, and they have all these little laser cut deals. And the way they work is you have to basically assemble them. They're pre-cut, but you have to glue them all down, and it's layered. So it's really interesting. It's got these usually really cool details. And she loves it because there's like Disney stuff in there, and there's all kinds of little, her favorite is Disney, if I'm honest with you. She almost always buys something Disney. But then there's all kinds of other little things. If we've gone to any little place, like, I want to say like Carlsbad Caverns or something like that, you can find stuff like that. There's also just cutesy little, like, maybe baking ones, whatever. It doesn't even matter. There's all kinds of little designs, and she just loves them because she likes to assemble them. And the one picture, too, in the upper right of that little angled area there where she's kind of looking at the camera. So the three on the bottom section are kind of her shopping, and the upper right's when she's looking at me. And she spent hours, y'all, assembling those pieces. And she was so proud. There was like a castle. And I swear that took her probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to assemble that thing. And she was so proud. She was cute. Because there's teeny little pieces. There are really teeny little pieces sometimes because they're little innards of a thing, of a lot, let's just say. And it's a little tiny yellow piece or something like that. But anyway, she had the best of time doing that. So we had a really good time. She came with me on Saturday morning, and we spent the whole day. She had saved up money. She makes donuts for my daughter's nutrition clubs, and she gets paid for these little protein donuts. And she'd saved she called it her donut money. And by golly, I borrowed some from her when we were in Branson because I didn't have any cash on me. And by golly, she wanted her goddamn donut money. But it was fair. I mean, I owed her the money, but I just thought it was funny. She's like, I need my donut money. I'm going to go shopping at the convention, so I got to get her her donut money. Anyway, she used her donut money, and she bought herself. We walked in the door, and I think that woman spent $200 in the first 30 minutes on her little Paper Wizards, and she wanted a new cutter, and I'm forgetting the third thing. There's three little, inks. She needed some inks. So she had three things in mind that she specifically wanted, and she spent that money right away. And then the rest of the day we kind of browsed and all that. But we had a really good time. You sit there and craft all day, and you get your little snacks, which are never healthy because all they ever have over there is, hot dogs or pizza or something kind of bad for you. But it's all right. It's just one of those things, right? It's the fun of sitting there scrapping all day. All right, so I have glued down my little pictures, my little Polaroids and things. I did trim off the edges. You saw me do that. I have now glued down my journaling card down there on the bottom. I will fill that out. I don't do it on camera, but I will write just a little blurb about me and my mama. And then, of course, our pictures at the top up there. And then I've got my Celebrate and Create and the foam thickers title. Now, on the sketch, there's this little, it's actually a little 2x2 photo in the upper left. I don't want to do that just because, if I'm honest, I don't think a 2x2 photo would fit up there. I do take this flower, and I hesitated to do it because there is a logo that shows where we're at on there. But then I thought, okay, there's actually one on the right-hand side of my mama too. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover that upper left because I did want to do something because the sketch called for something. So I took a floral, and I end up putting just a little bit of foam underneath there. And actually, all my little florals that I add, I'm going to put foam underneath them because I do want some dimension just to create a little interest. Because again, this layout has, it's like there's a lot going on, but there's not a lot going on. Like I don't do tons of clustering per se. The design itself is a little bit, it's got a lot of energy and movement to it. So I don't really want to add a bunch of stuff. So again, I got that floral up there and I've got that up on foam. And I put one in that lower right corner, just a little bit of the title area. I put a little floral down there up on foam. And then I put another couple of little florals on the photographs. And y'all, I don't remember exactly when I do that, but and I found this little sticker here that said I love to, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. I love to celebrate and create, so I thought that made a little nice title. Here's another little floral I'm going to stick on here. I think I stick that. I switched this out because I had the pink and I wanted to put it on that little pink floral right there. Then I go, no, I don't want pink on pink, so I found the yellow. So I'm going to put the yellow. I'm going to stick it up on foam. I'm going to. This is my little, by the way, I'll just point out to you too, my little baggie over there on the far right side, that's my little baggie of Frankenstein foams. They're like all these little small pieces that are left over. And I try to use those, but then sometimes I get frustrated, so I end up using a little foam strip. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag on the foam sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to just stick a little bit of foam behind there. I'm trying to think if I put foam under any of my other florals. This layout, like I said, y'all, really didn't take me that long once I got it. It really didn't take me that long at all. I literally got up this morning and did this thing in less than 30 minutes. In fact, the video, I think, is only like 13 right now, so it's not too long. I'm going to stick a little bit of my foam up underneath there. I will come in a minute with some enamel dots, but I'm not quite there. I think I'm looking here again. I'm just looking for some stickers for what can I stick on here. I actually didn't see the florals. It's really funny when these sticker sheets, sometimes, you look at them and there's so much available to you. There's so much going on that you always sometimes miss the little details. So you start looking a little closer. Now that right there just says something like I love, I think it says I love crafting, y'all. I'm not looking at it right now and I'm trying to remember what it says. I know it says I love something. And I decided to go and kind of cover up that typewriter just a little bit. Mostly because, well, I wanted a little element down there with some dimension, but then also because we're not really using typewriters. So it's not like it's a big deal if it's there. It doesn't hurt my feelings because it's technically on the journaling card. But at the same time, I'm like, we're not using typewriters, so I'm just going to cover that up just a little bit. And I just, like I said, I kind of wanted that dimension on there. So I am fiddle farting around here until I figure out what I want to do. Looking for maybe one more floral. I think I find maybe one more floral and stick that up next to, yeah, there it goes. It goes right up there on my mama. And I'm going to actually come in a minute, but I don't remember now if I do enamel dots or if I do word phrases. So in just a second, I'm going to cut over because I know I go get enamel dots. And I cleaned up my mess a little bit. Yep, here's my enamel dots. So I'm just going to create a few little clusters of these enamel dots. Don't ask me what collection they're from. I got a bucket full of enamel dots and I just pulled it out of there. But the colors went really well with the exception of the yellow. I looked at the yellow and I thought about maybe using the yellow, but it was just a little too bright. But I thought the other colors went pretty good. So I kind of mix up the colors and the sizes just a little bit and create myself, I can't remember now if it's 3 or 4 little clusters of these little dots. I can't remember, y'all. But I just kind of group them. No real big deal. Just a little bit of visual interest, a little bit of shine. And I'm just kind of fastening around here, looking, right? I'm going, okay, where do I want my last little bit? Because I had 2. I knew immediately where 2 kind of could go. And I thought, okay, where do I want another set? And I put that little set up here next to this little floral. And also, just to be honest, I was using the enamel dots too down there on the left sides because I wanted to kind of do something on that seam where the striped paper kind of ended. I felt like it looked a little strange without having some kind of, connection or whatever. So I just created a little bit of a seam there. Now here's where I pull out. I just got these little Small Talk stickers. They're Tim Holtz Small Talk. And I got these from Peace Craft Love over on Anna's shop. And I got them because I kept seeing Kristen at Scrapping on the Fly. She kept using these things. And I had the Tim Holtz, the snarky ones. And they're cute and all, but you can't really use them for sentimental pages. And Kristen kept using this pet set, and I got to have that set. So I finally just broke down and bought it. I should say broke down. I finally got around to doing it. I was just not ever doing it. And so I found a couple cute little old phrases that I thought went with my mama. And I'm going to put those on her pictures, and I think that looks so cute, y'all. And then I decide, the edge has got to be inked. I'm looking at it and thinking I'm done, and I go, no, I don't really want you to. You got to have a little something. So I decided to take this vintage photo and just ink the edges of this kind of coral paper here. It's not very noticeable. It's kind of minimal, but it's subtle enough, but I just do like that it kind of finished out the page in my mind. And that's all I'm going to do. I add no sprinkles or anything else like that. And I'm really pleased with this. This is the right-hand side of that 2-page sketch. So I'm going to slow it down and let you see the close-up here. Please make sure you check out the playlist below. Oh my gosh, y'all, there are so many great videos. Just make sure you go check those out. And the Instagram, make sure you check out the Instagram hashtag. There's tons of people playing over there as well. And also, don't forget Christy's Facebook group. It's Christy's Beautiful Life. So we will see y'all tomorrow. Talk soon. Bye-bye.